Welcome back, dear Odooers. In this video, we will learn about creating customer invoices from sales orders. Here at Bloom, we've been selling so many plants and plant accessories, and it is time for us to invoice our wholesale customers. Fortunately, Odoo makes that really easy, so let's take a look in our database. So the first thing we're going to do is go into our sales app. We can see our list view here of all of our quotations and confirmed sales orders, and we're just going to start by creating a new quotation. And this is for our friends over at Green Thumb Growers, and we want to keep this sales order nice and organized for them. So we're going to add sections. The first one will be for plants, and in there we are going to have our succulents, and then we'll add a section for our supplies. Of course, they want our beautiful garden gnomes. Who can blame them? They're incredible, they're friendly, they make your garden pop. And we'll also have some gardening gloves, and we'll just adjust the quantities for each of these. They wanted 4 succulent arrangements, 6 garden gnomes, and 5 pairs of gloves. So you can see now, once we confirm, that some of these lines have different colors. The garden gnomes are blue because they are invoiceable already, whereas the other 2 lines are not yet invoiceable. The reason for that is the invoicing policy. So if we look at our garden gnomes, you'll see we have the invoicing policy set to ordered quantities rather than delivered quantities like the other 2 products. That means that no matter how many we've actually delivered yet, we're ready to go ahead and invoice for all 6 of these. So let's do just that. We're going to create an invoice, and we have a few options here. We have the first option of creating a regular invoice, which is just going to invoice for any line that's already invoiceable. Or we have our down payment options. We can have a down payment of a percentage or a fixed amount. But for this, we'll just use the regular invoice. We'll create that draft, and we can just quickly and easily confirm. Now, when we go back to our sales order, you'll see that all the lines are black because nothing is invoiceable. We still have the option to create an invoice, but you'll see it's only for a down payment because no line is invoiceable.
What if you try to make a regular invoice status with no invoiceable lines?
That's a good question. Let's take a look. So we can try selecting regular invoice and create draft invoice. And you see we get an error. That's because Odoo recognizes that we don't have any invoiceable lines. So it gives us a clear, easy to read message that explains why there's an error. I always tell new Odooers not to be afraid of error messages in Odoo. They exist to explain what went wrong and get you back on track. So we'll close this and not create an invoice just yet, because first we want to deliver our products. We'll validate the delivery order, go back to our sales order, and now we see that the succulent and the garden glove lines are both blue because they're ready to be invoiced now that they've been delivered. We can create an invoice, just a regular invoice for these, and you'll see that the invoice actually inherits that same structure from the sales order, so it's nice and organized, beautiful, just like the sales order was. We'll go ahead and confirm this invoice. And the last thing we wanted to look at is how we can confirm multiple invoices all at once, or how we can create them from sales orders. So what I'm going to do is just select these sales orders that are not yet invoiced, and we are going to go Action and Create Invoices. Here we have the option for consolidated billing. If that's selected, any sales orders that go to the same customer are going to be grouped into a single invoice. If we don't want that, it's as simple as deselecting that option, and we can create draft invoices. Now that we know how to issue customer invoices directly from our sales orders, we're sure to save so much time from our old system where we had to create the invoices from scratch. This has been your pal Dow, and I'll see you in the next one.